Sometimes life throws bold moments at you, like finding the perfect vacation or finding the ideal location. At BOS, we're there to help you meet those moments with bold confidence. So whether it's managing money for future plans or getting what you need to start planning your dream, we're here to bring you a better banking experience. Make the bold move and switch to BOS today.
Hi, this is Ron Kincher. This is the Business Spotlight brought to you by the Bank of Springfield. We're joined by Jeff Oberling with Cornerstone Auction and Realty. You're back in town after a long exile, so to not that you're exiled, but you left for a bit, and you're back now. What brought you back?
The truth hurts, right?
Well,
It's partially true.
Partially
what brought
true.
me back was a little pint-sized, 18-month-old grandson.
Yeah.
And we just love him to death. But while we're staying here in Illinois, we thought we'd start the business back up because nobody does live auctions anymore. Nobody's really doing the online auctions like they should, and nobody's doing real estate. So that's what we're doing.
So why are people getting out of the live auctions then?
I have no idea. The company I work for in Oberling, I worked for 3 different companies down there while I was there, and everybody does the live auction, which coincides with the simulcast, and they do the online with certain parts of it and the live auction. And then they also do online all by themselves, which is what we were doing for years before we left here. We had our own app that you could download on your phone or computer. Have done the same thing here. We started back up. So the online's just so much easier. You don't have to fight people and register people live and deal with people. But the auction business is a people business, just like media.
Right. So, so the auctions that you do, kind of getting ahead of where I wanted to go, but the auctions that you do are you could show up at the house to purchase the house and the product within, or you could follow it online.
Exactly.
Is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
So, okay, as the auctioneer, is that a lot to keep track of then? Because you got Bob out here and then you got Sally online.
It is, but if you have a good computer operator who knows the system, which we do, our son works for us and he's good in IT, he learns the program and he translates the bids for me into the computer to the online bidders. And then when they respond, he transmits the bid back to me by saying, yes, I have 150,000. Okay, we've got our online bidder here on 150,000. Now we'll go back to you live. You're out on the floor. You need 200,000.
Okay.
That type of thing.
So there's no confusion on your part. I would be torn to pieces by trying to figure out where things are going.
I've lived my whole life in confusion.
So how long have you been doing the auction/online auction piece of this industry?
My wife and I, Melissa, started this, the online part of it, and we realized we needed it in 2015, and we developed it with a company out of Boston, which was just starting up, and they were a great fit for us. So we did online and live at the same time with a lot of items, especially the real estate, and then we did just strictly online auctions, which are timed. And it worked great for us. We decided to move away from Oklahoma during COVID, or Illinois during COVID, go down there, get hired by 2 or 3 different companies who want to start doing the same thing. I help them start doing it.
So before that, your old school auction, right?
Plus the online. We had kind of started ourselves here before
you
we
did.
ever moved.
But 2000, prior
2020.
to
prior
to
to that.
2015, though, your old school auctioning.
We were, in 2013, we broke away from the broker that we were working for in real estate and started our own company, Cornerstone Auction and Realty, that is today.
Right.
So we kept the auctions going and kept the real estate going, only we are our own entity now.
Okay, you've had auctions here in town since you've been back, and do you think there's a nostalgic feel to it that people want to actually be at the property rather than sitting at home and bid live in front of you?
There really is. Auctions are a social event, and people have missed that, and so they come and they say, hey, have you seen so-and-so and this so, and yeah, I haven't been one of these for a long time, and they like to interact, and we interact with them, which you can't do over the internet unless you send a sour-looking emoji, and then what do you think, right?
Right, yeah. So which was first for you, the auctioning or the realty side?
The auctioning.
So you started auctioning,
Yes.
and then felt the need to get into realty then?
Right. My dad bought a livestock auction in 1978. My grandpa was an auctioneer. My dad was an auctioneer. My brother's an auctioneer. And for 1978 on, we were in the auction business for 30 years. In that interim, I moved away for about 3 years to Oklahoma in the 80s, was in radio and television with my father-in-law.
Right.
My dad got sick, heart trouble. We came back, managed the business for the next 20 years. And at some point during there, about 1996, my wife and I looked at each other like, physically we're not going to be able to do this forever. So we need to start another company that we can fall back on if we ever get out of this. And Cornerstone was born in 1996.
Now, the realty side of this, are you a licensed realtor like the other realtors around here in order to do that?
I am a licensed managing broker, which means I own my own company. I can hire realtors if I need to. That'll be underneath me. So yes.
Okay, so but every house that you get signed up to do, are they always an auction type situation, or do you sell houses that are not auctions?
We list houses also. So not many people will tell you this, but they only think that listing an auction is the only way to sell a house. You can list an auction, or you can list a house for sale on, just on the open market. Both of them are on the market. In the auction, it's going to end up at a certain date. Everybody knows to be there to bid on it, including the online bidders. With just listing it on the multi-list, you could get an offer any time. You don't know. So we do both because each property is unique, and that's what we do. We come by and take a look and see what you've got and give you some advice on that so you can make a decision.
So what would make one house or property better for auction versus not good for auction? When you look at the property.
Yeah, we have a property now that's going to close here in November that it's just completely immaculate. There's nothing wrong with it whatsoever. As a matter of fact, there's an inspection today. I doubt he's going to find anything much wrong with it. That house we would not auction because there's not a lot there that could be found to be wrought with it. We have another auction coming up, the one we just did also. A few of the things, the house needed this, the house needed that. That would qualify as an auction property.
More fixer-uppers type thing.
Yeah, that type of thing. Yeah.
What about the houses that are sold with product already in it? Does that do you have many properties where you auction off the stuff on the inside but sell the house in a standard realty format? You do that often?
Some we do. It depends.
Okay, that does
Again,
happen.
it depends. Yeah, you've kind of our company cleans the houses out, which an ordinary real estate company won't do. They've got to hire it done with an estate company or a cleanup company. We do it all because we know how we want the house to show, when we need to get it on the market, and how we need to market the items to get them out of the house.
Okay, so you had to go to school for your realty side of things, right? The auction side of things, is that just something you pick up? Or is there actually a certified auction certificate that you have someplace?
You can just pick it up, and I did when I was first starting out. But I had some really good advice from an auctioneer who had been in it for years, said if you want to really be a good auctioneer, go to school and unlearn all the mistakes you heard from all the other auctioneers that you picked up. And so I did. In 1996, went out to Kansas City Auction School and went there and learned different techniques.
So when you go to class at an auction school, does everybody talk like an auctioneer to get that rhythm, or do you have normal conversations?
Oh, I never went to class.
Oh,
we went out drinking every night.
Oh, that's what you did. No, okay.
We went
it's
to
like
class.
Normal college. Then.
Yeah. No, the instructor will talk a lot like. As a matter of fact, my first instructor said, "Now, repeat after me. $1 bid, $1 bid, now two. $1 bid, now two. $1 bid, now two." And do it exactly like that. And all the class would recite back to him, $1 bid, $1 bid, now $1 bid, now two. And that was a lot of the class because they want to help you to unlearn or learn correctly if you're just starting out, how to do it so you have, number one, a good chant. Number two, you communicate with people, as we're doing here. Because communication, if you can't understand the auctioneer,
you're going to lose. Yeah,
what's the use?
Yeah. Can you flunk that course? I mean, is it a grading system?
I suppose you could.
I'm just wondering about that.
But, a lot of people, it's a novelty thing. I've never seen so many people that want to auctioneer because it's glamorous. It's,
auctioning is glamorous.
Isn't it, though? But a lot of people can't do it. So after that, I went to a Certified Auction Institute in Indianapolis at Bloomington. In Bloomington at the University of Indiana for 3 straight years and got my certificate there. Only 1% of the auctioneers in the world
have that certificate.
Graduate from there.
Okay.
It's a little tougher. And so you have those 3 letters behind your name, but you learn an immense amount.
Is it like typing where you auction so many words a minute? Like you can type so many words a minute?
The only difference is you don't backspace a lot.
But is that how is there such a thing as that with you guys?
Well,
I'm sorry, these are stupid questions.
No, not at all. Not at all. If you're selling a house, give me 100,000, now 125,000, 125, now 135, now 145, 150, 155. You didn't bid. Okay, we're back to 145, now 150. I just hit the delete button and went back $5,000.
Yes. Okay.
There you go.
All right.
Of course, if you missed a bid or you thought somebody bid.
Does that happen
let 'em
often?
know. Not very often, because we're trained, after
Mm-hmm.
45 years, to pick up people's mannerisms. You can tell somebody's going to bid by looking at their face.
Right.
And so you stay with them a little longer and ask them a little longer. Here's what I need from you. And then they look at you like, do you really have 100,000? Yes, we have 100,000 over here, or it's on the internet. So it's your turn.
Is it going through your head ever though that somebody bid 100,000? You're like, are you serious? 100,000 for that thing? I mean, is that going through your head too? Like things you don't think are going to go that much do, and you're wondering what are these people seeing in this?
So that answers another question.
Yeah.
Why sell at auction?
Well, that's the reason why. Yeah.
For that very reason, because
Yeah.
a lot of times real estate will go above appraised value. Items that you sell will go above appraised value. Items that you think are worth a lot may not sell high. It just depends.
So what happens if nobody bids on anything? Like if you have an item there, nobody bids on it. Does it just go back?
Actually, if we were trying to sell this pad here and
Yeah.
it didn't sell, well, and now we're going to sell it with this microphone and we're going to throw in a bottle of water.
So that's
now
what you
you're
do?
going to buy it all.
Okay. So everything, you get rid of everything.
Out the door, senor, as they say
All right.
south of here.
So what is a popular auction item that people may not think is popular, that people would have in their houses?
Toilet paper.
No.
You understand that personal products are very expensive. When we group together cleaning products, even though they're half full, I'm serious. People go for that thing. I even buy them at auction because it's so high to buy that type of stuff. And hey, paper towels, all that type of thing. You put them together in a big box, sell it that way, they go better than most people think.
All right. Well, how do people get a hold of you?
They can go to our website, cornerstoneauctionco.com. That's cornerstoneauctionco.com. Or they can give me a call or a text at 918-933-0991. That's 918-933-0991. We kept our Oklahoma numbers because we liked them, I guess. But we hate to change in midstream.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Or
Plus, you're older. You would keep telling them the older number, stuff like that.
Did you
That's
just
what I
say
do.
I'm older?
Well, that's what I would do.
Exactly.
I can't change mine because I would be given the old number all the time.
Exactly.
Is there any truth to that statement?
Oh, there could be.
There could be.
There
yes.
could be. There's truth
You'd
to
have to
every
get new
statement.
business cards too.
We got our business cards. Go to our website.
Yeah.
Download our app on your phone or your pad
Mm-hmm.
or your computer. We have an app at the App Store, Cornerstone Auction Realty app. Then you can follow the auctions, bid online if you want, register, see when the next
Mm-hmm.
auction is. All that type of good stuff, Ron.
Well, thanks for coming in, Luke.
Hey, who?
Jeff, I'm sorry. Jesus.
Luke Skywalker here.
Yes, Jeff Oberling,
I'm
Cornerstone
out the door.
Auction and Realty.
Thank you, brother.
Always a pleasure.
You bet.
Always a pleasure. This has been the Business Spotlight, brought to you by the Bank of Springfield.
Sometimes life throws bold moments at you, like finding the perfect vacation or finding the ideal location. At BOS, we're there to help you meet those moments with bold confidence. So whether it's managing money for future plans or getting what you need to start planning your dream, we're here to bring you a better banking experience. Make the bold move and switch to BOS today.